we're back with IGN's E3 live show. We're at the end of day 2, so let's go out the best way we know how, with a little wanton destruction. With us is Ruffian Games, the developer of Crackdown 2. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I really enjoyed the first Crackdown. I'm excited to see what's new in Crackdown 2.
Well, we'll take you into the beginning of the demo here that we've got coming out. Basically, what's going on now is this is one of the tactical locations that Eric's playing.
Okay.
These are part of the main backbone of the mission structure in the game. Basically, in the 10 years since the first game, the freak virus that you accidentally released in one of the boss missions against the scientist, the freak virus was released and it's ravaged the city, it's mutated, and now you've got the freaks that are allergic to sunlight who live underground. You've got the agency want to build something called Project Sunburst, which is part of the main game. Basically, that's like a huge UV bomb that you have to build and set up. But who he's fighting here is the Cell. They're like a rogue group who want to save the freaks. They don't want to kill them. They believe that there's an antidote that the agency are keeping from people. So they're fighting against the agency. They've taken all these locations and you've basically got to get it back. So what Eric's doing here is he's activated it. They've got the waves of enemies coming out, so you've just got to kill the Cell and take it back, basically.
So how many tactical points are there then to take over?
In the first area, you've got about 6 or 7, and then you've got about increasing numbers as you go on. So there's almost about 30 tactical locations to take out in the game.
Okay. So he's captured one here.
Yes, so he's taken the first part of it. Some of them are have multiple parts to them. So this one actually has 2 parts. You've got the front of the docks, and then there's another part behind it.
Okay.
But we're going to skip past that and show you one of the absorption units in order to activate the UV bomb that you need to set off to kill the freaks.
Okay.
So he's just got in the piece car.
All right.
So he's just driving to the location of it now. So we've got a number of different vehicles in the game as well now. As you level up your driving abilities, you'll gain access to new vehicles, peacekeeper ones. You can also capture, when you take a tactical location, it turns into a supply point where you can drop off new vehicles that you've picked up off the Cell, off the civilians, so you can build up your garage that way as well as through leveling up. So here, this is the first absorption unit that you'll come across. So it's got, all of them have a pretty heavy Cell presence because the Cell want to try and stop you from activating this. So what you do is you stand on here. If you're in 4-player co-op as well, like the more people you've got, the faster that will charge. So working together is a big benefit. That's another thing that we offer, 4-player co-op. Co-op was a huge fan favorite in Crackdown 1. So now we're offering twice as many people being able to play at once. So much fun, just turns absolutely frantic.
So now that he's captured 2 of 2, he's captured them both, then what happens?
He's just captured one part of the tactical location and now he's captured one of the AUs.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you need 3 of the AUs to line up above the freak layers where the freaks hide during the day. And then what you need to do is go inside, and then as the beacon, you get the beacon dropped in, that'll charge up and then you can detonate it and it'll wipe out the freaks in that area.
Gotcha.
So it's really cool to see. So what he's doing now, he's going to show you some of the new toys that we've got, including the UV shotgun. So you can see here we've got a day-night system.
Okay.
So what's happening here is it's switching to night so that civilians, because the streets aren't safe, they hide inside. And this is when the freaks come out and the carnage really begins.
So what does a UV shotgun then do to non-freaks?
It'll basically force things away, it'll push them away. So do you want to show them what happens? So it'll use it on the freaks so you can see the freaks dissolve when you hit them, but anything else, you see like with the car there, it's great fun. And what's great as well is in co-op, this is the most effective weapon against the freaks. So you'll be doing a lair. Yeah, you'll be doing a lair in 4-player co-op, and it'll be too tempting just to not turn to your friend and just shoot them with the UV shotgun and see them fly across the screen.
Now, what was that little thing down there
this is the mag grenade. This is another one of our new toys. This is a bit of a personal favourite of mine. So what you do is you attach it to one, like a vehicle or a piece of, like a lamppost, and it'll pull the lightest one towards you. So what you can actually do is you can create spider webs amongst the buildings, and it's a new way of climbing. It's just about letting people do what they want to do. Another good thing to do is if you, do you want to try and link it to a lamppost? If you link it to a lamppost, you can link it to a car and drag it around like a mace, so you can make weapons yourself. But the multi-purpose, you can detonate them as well, use them like standard grenades.
Gotcha.
So it's just about giving people as many toys as possible, which is what people like. So, yeah.
Well, it looks fantastic, and thank you so much for coming by and showing it to us today.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having us
All
on.
right, thanks a lot.
The demo is coming out on Monday, the 21st.
Demo on Monday.
So this demo, people can download it off Xbox Live. The game's coming out on July the 6th in the US and July the 9th everywhere else.
All right.
So,
Thanks
thank you very
a lot.
much.
Excellent. Back to you, Jess.
Thanks for that look, guys. Now I know that we've been having a great time, but all good things must come to an end. That is it for IGN's coverage of Day 2 of E3 2010. But come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. for one final day of games, demos, and pure awesome sauce. And remember, you can see more of all the games on e3.ign.com and on YouTube. See you guys later.